Okay, so continuing with the Phil Newton uh, stock option strategy when we're using the TD Ameritrade stock options strategy platform, which is known as Thinkorswim. So now we just got this in here, and so another thing that we can do is we can actually add the moving averages in here. So if we don't even want to use the scan tool, we want to kind of just do this. I'll even show you how to do this, right? So come up over here, right? We're going to add simple moving average here. Simple moving average, simple moving average. The reason we're doing 3 is because we need the 20, the 50, and the 200. So then what you want to do is click on this D, and we have to make one for the 20, right? And then once you put in 20, you need to hit enter or return and then tab, right? Then we'll do this. We're going to do 50, hit enter and then tab. And then we'll do this, which is the 200. Hit enter and then tab, right? Now, me personally, I need this to be like right after the last price. So I put it up there, right? And then bam. And so that's just how the columns are going to be set up down here, right? And you'll see that. So I hit OK. And now, right, if you need to, right, minimize some stuff, you can adjust these columns. And now I have the last price, right? 20, 50, and 200. And if I wanted to reorganize that, I can, or I can keep it how it is, whatever it was. But now you have those moving averages there. And so basically how this reads is the price is at, right, let's use ES, right? This price is closed at $86.60. The moving average is at the 20 day is at 83. The 50 is at 86. And the 200 is at 85, right? So bam, we got that set up. Now, how do we use these and scan for what could possibly be something we can buy? So what we want to do is, once again, we're going to come over here to the scan icon, right? Once we're in the scan, we need to add some filters, and we go over here to add a filter. One of the filters that we want is we need to add a study. Okay, why is it not letting me do a study? Come on. Oh, sorry. Another thing we need to do. Scan in all stocks. We need to come over here and we want to change this to personal, right? So when we come to personal, we want to do Phil Newton stocks option list. So we got that, right? Once we do that, let's see if it'll let me do what I need. Okay, so what I actually had to do is I was working in a paper trading account. You do have to actually be in a live account, right? So this is a live account. Otherwise, because one of the things you need to be able to do is you need to be able to add filter and add this study, right? And in order to be able to do the scan properly. But this is what we're going to be looking forward to build out. So I'm going to show you what the end result is going to look like real quick, and then we'll build it out step by step. So I have it saved here. So to load it, personal, and then what I call it is Phil Newton's possible possible picks. Sorry about that, Phil. And it's going to look like this. So when we're all said and done, it'll look like that. All right. So how do we get here, though? Right? So let's delete all these out and go back to it. Right? So what we're going to do is first we need to come over here to add a filter. We're going to add a study. Right? For the study, we're going to come over here and we'll go to popular studies and we'll go to moving average scan. Okay, so the first one that we'll build out is, this is basically saying when the price closes, right, the stock price, we're going to say it needs to be at least 50% above the 200 simple moving average, right? 0.50%, right? 0.5%. Then we'll add another one, right? Study. Do it again. Popular studies, moving. And this time we want it to be at least 0.5% above the 50. And then the last one, study, moving average, or popular studies, moving average scan. And this time I'm going to do below, right? And I will say maybe 0.10, right? And the reason I'm doing below here is because these are what I'm looking for possible buys, right? These are possible buys that I'm looking for. And if you know his chart, right? Let me see if I can find one real quick that so this is Apple, right? Obviously, we know in this area here, right, in order for it to be a buy, right, according to Phil's methodology, right, it needs to be above here, and when we're looking to buy, it's crossed below here, and it's in between here and here, and we're just looking for it to turn around, right? So we want to see what kind of meets that kind of criteria, right? Also, some of the other stuff is that it needs to be in an upward trend, and we kind of filled it as a solid by, right, already picking these stocks because they're either in an upward trend or they're in a downward trend. And so he kind of ran those through his algorithm already. So we know they already meet that criteria. And you can see these stocks have been filtered through the initial selection process outlined on his blog, right? And they've been filtered through his strategy algo to identify which stocks have a historical tendency to behave in a way that is favored to his trading style. So he did us a solid here. So let's get back over here, right? Now that we got that, let's see. Also, what you want to do is whatever you save this as over here, when we put that name in, we're going to come up here and we'll go to personal, and then we're going to select that because that's the watch list. And we just want to scan those stocks. If we don't do that, it'll scan all the stocks in the world, and we don't want to do that. We just want to scan what's in this watch list. So if we hit the scan button, boom. After it hit this, these are the only stocks that kind of hit that. And we can even go over lower. This is 0.10. Let's go is at least 0.05 below, right? And scan again. So on today's changes, these are the only ones that, and we can even make these lower, right? If we want to, but we'll use it 0.05. That's the only stop that we kind of should be looking at that's in a buy right now from today's close. And let's go over to the chart to see. Yellow. Right? So you can see this one right here. It was above, it went below, and then here it kind of turned, right? So we could have been buying about right here because it hit and it started changing. But right now it went up and we didn't miss it, and it came back down right now. So those are the ones that you can look at that's kind of in from looking at it to how to scan it. So I'm not gonna give information on exactly how to do the strategy. I just want to show you how to scan, and then once you scan, right, how to check and see what meets the criteria from what Phil has taught you with his trading style. So I hope that helps, right? Once again, a lot of the links that I mentioned, you can find it in the link below. Between this video and the other videos that I have, right, that'll show you exactly on how to do the trading style. Once again, just recap. First, you want to do, come to the charts, add the lines. Once you add the lines, then come over here, upload Phil's stock picks, right? Label that. You can add in the columns if you want. Then come over to the scan. Boom. Add up the scan. Add this. You're gonna add the 200, the 50, and the 20, and then this is particularly for, we're looking for stuff that qualifies in that could be possible buys, right? This was one. Then once you get that, go over to the chart, have a look at it, see where it's at, if it's actually in the criteria, and then once you do that, right, basically what you would do is come over here to trade VLO, look for something that's 100 plus days out. If that obviously this only has 4 strikes, you want to come over here, do it to all, right? So once you do it to all, then you can come over and buy whatever option you're going to buy. All right. Other than that, have a great day. Thank you guys for your time.